last thing about that the shots of Earth, I'll never forget in my whole life when that footage first came back. We had no idea what would be on film, and we screened it at Ontario Place, just silent, and when that first shot came up, I was reduced to saying, "Oh my God, the Earth really is round." That's what happens. And I'll never forget that as long as I live. Seeing the Earth from space as you ought to see it. So it's a great experience. Thank you, Graham.
I don't want to bring the sublime down to the technical, but I have to say, Tony, as the picture editor on that film, if I look at the length of each of those shots, they're all, I mean, what is the average length? And
I don't know.
I'm astonished at how long you can hold an image on the screen. I mean, you're talking about very compelling content, but nonetheless, there's a tendency to cut things, to make things more exciting, and do things in multiple shots and multiple angles, and there you're just holding the action.
Well, I think, for me, anyway, trends come and go, but I do think that if the content is compelling, why would you cut it up? Sound does obviously a lot, and we wanted to give people the feeling that they were, front row at a launch. I mean, so you're not going to kind of look away just because it's left the tower, and it's the same thing. I think that's all. It just sort of played itself out, really.
We're going to go to Stephen's first wow moment that he's going to present, and I think selflessly, Stephen chose one of James Cameron's moments. Sorry,
I don't think so.
no, I'm sorry, I was getting confused. This is the moment that James ripped off Stephen.
Oh, it's Titanic. Oh.
So, set this up for us, Stephen.
I wanted to set up beavers now, but Titanic. Yeah, I just saw the clip the other day, and I kind of forget the grim details behind the film. The 20-hour dives, the 10,000 feet of film piled up in the Russian submarine, the Russians' sandwiches we stored in the bilges. The time we got stuck in the Titanic. We went through a hurricane on the way there. That was the year of the perfect storm. So what kind of seems routine after a while might have ended very quickly. I mean, we had risked enormous amounts of money, most of it from IMAX. It was Andre Picard that did that, and I think he's here.
Andre, are you here?
He had to leave, unfortunately.
Anyway, so the preparation was enormous. I mean, we had to develop those lights, as I said. The deep ocean scientists had never lit anything before. They would use like little light bulbs, and so literally like 60-watt bulbs and things in the deep ocean. So we had to develop ballast and technology to endure the enormous pressures. In fact, sometimes our lights exploded on us. And anyway, so there's always the threat of more hurricanes, and so you don't know if you're going to have a second dive. It turns out we had 18 dives, but it could have ended after one dive, and it could have been cut. We had times when we had to come immediately to the surface because of weather. So it was a very risky project, and actually the financing fell through when we were leaving St. John's. Andre sent me a note saying, forget it, we're not going to put the money up. And so I just left. The ship was full of film and vodka for the Russians, and I'm glad I did. Anyway,
Let's roll Titanic, please. Roll that number